Okay, I've been at it again, learning some more COLLs, and this time we've got the L shape OLL case, I believe it's called. And so, same as before, I'm going to go over the recognition for these, and then the algorithm, and then how to kind of commit it to memory and learn them in practice. Okay, so as before, I've got all of them here now, so these are the 6 different cases you can get, and I will say this one is definitely harder to learn than the U-shaped case, or cases rather. Anyway, to make it a bit easier to learn, I've split them into 3 categories. So we've basically got these pairs. So you've got the first, well, there's 2 things to recognize here. The first thing you have to pay attention to, at least in my opinion, is the top colors, because these are the ones you're going to probably see first in no matter the orientation of the case. So these 2 are the opposite case, so opposite. The middle ones are adjacent pairs, so you've got adjacent, and then the final ones are the same, so you've got same. That's not enough though to recognize these. You have to also pay attention to the difference between the front sticker. So I'm using this corner, the bottom left corner, as my unique identifier for the case. This essentially distinguishes between the 2. So here you can see that this opposite case, now I'm looking specifically at the left hand side for my recognition, just to make it easier, and it's also all from the same orientation to also make the recognition easier, despite some of the algs starting from a different orientation. Anyway, so here we've got opposite, same, opposite, adjacent, then we've got adjacent, same, adjacent, opposite, and we've got same, and same, adjacent. So then I had to basically figure out a way to commit those sort of pairs of recognition to a way of remembering the algorithms. So okay, so I'll just go through them now, I guess. So the opposite same case is what I like to call my basic case. This is the algorithm I first learned to solve this when I was learning OLL, and that's just this. Okay, and then the other one of the same category is literally I'm calling it the inverse basic case, because it kind of is. So basically what you have to do is you have to change the orientation and then do sort of the opposite. So it looks like this. So it's kind of like a hedge instead of, the sledge or whatever. Anyway, that's the basic and inverse basic is what I'm calling them. Then you've got these 2. This one I called the JPERM case. So it goes like this. Okay. And then the other one is basically not the JPERM case. So this one is, if I can either remember it just by knowing that it's not JPERM case, or I can call this the BACKSUNES case, because it's basically BACKSUNES with a few flicks in between. So it looks like this. Okay, so you've got JPERM case, not JPERM case, and then the last 2. These are the harder ones out of the 6. So for reference, before I can explain that one, we essentially have this case. This case I know as like the Superman case, and it's because of the headlights kind of like arms, and he's like flying, whatever. Anyway, so this in my brain is, learn as Superman case. So this one, to memorize it, I remember this one as, because it's same. It's technically same opposite, but in my brain I think of it as same because it's the same color scheme ish. Because there's so many S's in that sentence, I remember this as the inverse Superman case, and it goes like this, like that. So that's how I remember that one. And then this one, I remember it literally because it's not the same case. So it's same, adjacent. And this one, I have no good other way of remembering this other than it's not that one. So this one, if you have to do a U2 and then the opposite of this algorithm. So the solution to this COLL is kind of the opposite of that. So that's that one. And this one is the opposite. So you do U2 like that. And that's all the cases. So these are definitely harder. I think the algorithms are slightly harder as well. And yeah, let's do a few solves and see if I can do them in practice. So as before, let's just scramble a bunch of cubes. Okay, so we've got loads of cubes here. Let's solve them in no particular way, just to get to the case, and then we'll see if we can solve it. Whoops, did that wrong. So here we'll try and create the case. We've got this case, which I do know now, but I'm going to try and get past it. Actually, I think you can do. Okay, so we've got same and not Superman, so it's this one. There we go. And then the next one. What am I doing? And then this one, let's try and create the case. So we've got same, not Superman again. So it's this one. And then this one. Now we've got opposite and not same, so this is the inverse basic case. Oh, and this one. And then it's the same inverse basic case. And then this one. And now this is JPERM. This one. Adjacent and not JPERM, so it's back soon. And then now it's same Superman, so it's this one. There we go, I got all of them, surprisingly. I'm still learning these, they're hot off the press. But yeah, that's another six cases down, which should speed up my solves. And yeah, it's harder than it looks, to be honest. This one was definitely, I'd say, a lot more challenging than the previous case. But I think I've got them down. I'm definitely not super fast at recognizing them just yet, but over time that'll speed up. And of course the performance of actually executing the algorithm will get better over time. So yeah, I mean, I technically did know some of these algorithms already prior to going into this, but I didn't really know the recognition. Like I had a bit of muscle memory for some of the AUGs, but now that I know when to apply each one, I can do them a bit more deliberately and increase my chance to PLL skip. So all is good. And yeah, that's these ones.